they felt like Kaepernick's being done wrong, so they said we're going to boycott. We ain't watching NFL. Then on the flip side, because Kaepernick is protesting for a certain reason, you have NFL players who are in support of him and started kneeling for the national anthem. You got folks that are saying, because they're kneeling and protesting the national anthem, we're not watching NFL on this side. So you got two sides of the coin where the NFL is suffering. But them suffering doesn't mean that other levels of football have to suffer as well. You know what I mean? So the viewership for college, high school, developmental, all that stuff is wide open. If you want to just say, okay, you ain't watching NFL, then hey, football still goes on. Just saying. Right.
That is correct. To me, football is about life itself. It brings together friends. It brings together families. It makes the bond stronger in the community amongst the young men that are on the teams. It keeps a lot of these young guys focused. Otherwise, they really wouldn't have anything to do. But this sort of helps keep them focused. And I think I can speak for every coach and owner out there. It's almost like, you're a father figure to a lot of these guys. So it's a very positive thing what we're doing here. And we're trying to keep it going and actually take it to new levels by having things like what we have right now with the youth radio, having access to that, and hopefully one day we can even take it a step further and have it televised.
Okay, all right. And I had a who, what, where, when question thing, but Tracy answered a lot of that.
Right, he did.
Now, how many teams in Georgia again? I didn't answer that.
Well, right now in our division, we have the Georgia Falcons, the Atlanta Tigers, the Atlanta Enforcers, the Riverdale Spartans, the North Georgia Steelers, and the Metro Atlanta Horsemen, and also the West Georgia Steelers. That's just in our division alone.
That's your division alone, okay.
Right. Now, we do have a Northern Division, which actually has returning champion, the Dalton Danger, in that division, along with, let me see, some other teams there in that division as well. Give me just one moment here. Okay.
And that's a question I have for you now. Because the league is just forming or kind of just starting up. And I guess this new form it is, but when y'all say returning champions, what were they the champion of? Another league?
Right. That is correct. Okay. They were the defending champions of another league. And what it is that you have two different seasons at this level of play. You have a spring season and a summer season. Okay. And within those two seasons, you have several different leagues going on at the same time.
All right.
So just in the Metro Atlanta area alone, you may have anywhere from, I would say, 15 to 20 teams. Ooh. Maybe, possibly, with all the new teams showing up. I just named about,
10,
4. Yeah. No, I just named about 4 just in my division alone. So, now you go up into North Georgia, you have several teams there. You go out into east, out towards Conyers, you have teams out that way. Wow. You have teams down in Fairburn, Noonan, and it goes even farther down to South Georgia. So it's very big sport.
And that's just Georgia. And Tracy's sitting on top of all of this. Roger Goodellin over there. Yeah, man.
That is correct.
That is a serious league, man. That's a lot of teams, man. That's a lot of regulation, a lot of division play, man. I mean, your playoff system has to be seriously laid out a certain way. And I'm sure you got, some people who bootlegging a certain way, they aren't following all the rules like they supposed to be. So that's a tough job, man. Kudos to Tracy for, taking on such a big endeavor there.
Right. Well, we at this level, we try to, as far as owners go, we try to make sure that we are abiding by the league rules and regulations. Okay. Because that's the only way it's going to be fun for everyone. other than that, it will create kind of a mess when it comes down to the playoff system. But for the most part, it's clear cut and dry. If you win enough games, you're in. If you don't, you're out. You have to reload for next year, and that's pretty much the way it goes. And you just play until you lose. And it's some pretty interesting rivalries around here in Metro Atlanta. Anyway, some rivalries go back a long ways. I know in my division, I have a team that I have had a rivalry with since the early 2000s, which is the Metro Atlanta Horsemen. We go back a long ways. We played each other, I think maybe one time, and we went toe-to-toe for 4 quarters, and it came down to the very last play. So it's pretty interesting rivalries going on.
Wow. All I gotta give an update here for those who are listening in and not paying as much to this Thursday night game. Joe Flacco has just been taken off the field because he just scrambled, slid, and dude hit him late. And it looks like he may be going through the concussion protocol because he looks really, really dazed.
Oh, wow.
So that might change the complexion of the game, Ravens fans.
I'm quite sure it will. Without Joe.
Woo, without Joe. All right, now, that was my next question. Was your rivalry now? I mean, does it get so bad? Like, even though you and this guy know y'all got a spirited rivalry, is it that you do not like this team? Like, you really want to outdo this team when y'all face each other?
No. Actually, it's not like that because some of the players that play on his team actually started out with me, and we're pretty close at that. Some of them
it's like brothers playing each other almost.
Right. So to speak, yeah, sort of like that. Because we've been around for a long time. Coach Ty and myself, we've been around for a very long time. As a matter of fact, when I first came in the league, Ty was playing quarterback. So that lets you know that it's been a long time. It's been a real long time.
Well, I need to cut a promo, man. I used to watch wrestling. I'm going to cut a promo on Ty. Look, Ty, if you're listening here, look, the Georgia Raiders is coming for you, man. You can't handle this because we coming at you, man. I'm just letting you know, when you face the Georgia Raiders, you better bring your A game. All right. I'm back.
Okay.
Had to cut that promo on Ty.
Right. That'll get him stirred up. That would definitely get him stirred up. Even though we actually don't need it because it's going to be. I guarantee you, each and every one of these games you come out to, you're going to see some hard hitting, and exciting football. These guys, they are sacrificing a lot to play at this level. Most of these guys, the majority of these guys, if they're not in school, they work a regular job. They have family. They live their everyday lives. And after all of that, they still come out and practice 2 to 3 times a week and then play a game on Saturdays. So it's a lot of commitment there, So, yeah, they're definitely committed to this, and they take it very seriously, too. So it's not like, we're just out here, just simply just playing just to be playing, but these guys are actually taking this very seriously because some of them do have a mission, so to speak. They're trying to get to that next level, whether it's college or arena or whatever it may be. They actually use it as a stepping stone.
That's good. So the games, Georgia Raider games, will be in Douglasville. You said Chapel Hill High School? Where'd you say it was at?
No, actually,
Lithia Springs. Okay, Lithia Springs High School. What is the ticket price for these games? Have y'all set that already?
Yes, actually, it would be $10 for adults and children under 12 free with a paying adult.
Okay. All right. You got vending and stuff going on out there?
That would be correct. The concession stands would be open, and we're in the process right now of trying to have a sit down and talk with the staff there at Lithia Springs High School so that we can see if the band would come perform.
Okay.
But usually what happens is we usually have local music artists come and perform at halftime. Okay. So it is a pretty festive event. It's a great way to spend this Saturday enjoying some football and spending some time with your family.
Shout out to you musical artists that are out there that listen in, because I know y'all know I deal with a lot of independent artists. You got an opportunity there. You got an opportunity to do pregame, halftime show with the Georgia Raiders games. Hey, man, you got to get yourself out there. While he's out there building his brand, his team, his league, you could do the same. I'm always hard on the independent artists, man, because sometimes they lazy, man. But this is a great opportunity to really get out there, as well as businesses, because I'm sure you got sponsorship opportunities, correct?
That is correct. We're in the process right now of redoing our sponsorship packages. We have everything from, the lowest of the low, which I think would be like the silver package, or maybe like even an equipment package. And it goes all the way up to the platinum package, which is actually is really, really a great package. You will get signage, you will get mentioning at the game itself, and also as far as being on the website, running banner ads on the website as well. And I know you being the IT guy, you're familiar with that, the banner ads and stuff. So that is just a part of it. And as I stated, we are actually working as well to try to at least have a 1-hour TV talk show as well. For
on cable?
Right, that is correct. We're in negotiations with a broadcasting company here, Blue Heron Films.
Okay.
And if we can get that going, we will be on Charter, Comcast, and DirecTV, the access channels.
All right. Let's go through the line of your roster. Let's talk about some of the players you got there. Some highlights of some of their strengths or whatever. Some key players that you think that that are standouts that will be bringing the pain this year. I guess we can start with the head of it, which is your probably your quarterback. Do you have your quarterback selected already?
Well, as I said, it's a trial. So what happens is every year, for a majority of the teams, I know for me, myself, this is the way I do. I actually start over.
Oh, you start over. Okay, so nobody's returning. Nobody's returning from the previous team.
No. It's people are returning, but you're still going to have to be the best of the best.
Oh, you're going to have to compete for your spot.
Right. That is correct. Nothing is given. Guys who've placed me in the past, they know that nothing is given. I don't have a favorite person. The favorite person is the guy that's going to get the job done. And the most important person is that man on the side of that helmet, that brand. So that's just how I am.
You the Bill Belichick of the IAFL, it sound like over here.
No,
ain't nobody bigger than the team, huh?
Right. That's just how I am. That I came up in this under old school league, which was done by Mike Frazier. He was no nonsense. He tried to make sure at all times everyone got treated fairly, and that's the way I came up in this. So I don't have any favorites. Whichever guy's going to get the job done at that time, that's who the favorite person is at that time. When he can't do it, the next guy up, he would be the favorite person. So, of course, they're going to have to come out and really prove themselves that they can do what they say they can do, because everyone says that they're the greatest, but the proof is actually in the pudding. So you're going to have to show what you can do.
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna stir the room up here. So I'll say we got a lot of sports enthusiasts here. What's your favorite NFL team?
Actually, my favorite team is playing right now, the Baltimore Ravens. Most people actually follow players. Myself, I like coaches. I follow the coaches, and it's mainly because of their coaching style that I'm attracted to different teams. But that's just me. That's just how I am. Even the college level, my favorite teams is going to be the coach of that team that I like, not necessarily the players.
So Alabama?
Oh no, actually Dabo Swinney of the Clemson Tigers. Is my favorite college team.
Okay.
He took that team. He built it. It took him a while to get there, but now he's gotten them to that level to where they can actually compete at some point with the SEC. It's hard to compete with the SEC, But he proved the point that he can